Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes podcast. Happy Friday. What are you doing?
Doesn't Drew make like a silly noise at the start or something?
He does make a silly noise.
Or sing a song?
Sometimes, and then he makes a loud abrupt noise like Ethan James sitting opposite me. How are you, mate?
My throat's gone a little bit. That's why I couldn't do the noise as well as I was hoping to, Joe.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Joe Smith is away again, which is thank God he's got away once in a while, because he's really worked hard, doesn't he? It's like, oh my God, that fucker is never not away. Isn't it mad how much? I mean, he knows he's your boss, but he's not. You can slag him off today. You won't watch this.
No, I can't.
Every other week away, and do you know what takes the piss? He's gone away 30 minutes away. He's gone to Liverpool for the weekend. For the week.
For the week?
Yeah, who goes to Liverpool for the week?
What's he doing there?
On holiday. In Liverpool.
Well, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I just came back from America, Joe.
We'll get into that. But last night you had a few pints.
Yeah, a few beveraginos.
Nice.
As we're doing now.
Do you feel rough? Because you look a bit...
Shit.
No, not shit. Your own words. You look a bit rough.
Well, I grew a moustache.
Not just last night, though.
No. That took time.
Yeah.
I've decided to stop doing my hair now. So this is this now.
So you get out of the shower and then done.
I put gel in it now. Unlike this. Just to keep it in some kind of shape.
Yeah. So you do... So hold on. You do your hair.
I just go out. But usually what I'm doing, and I've always done this, I'm doing my hair for at least like 5-6 minutes with the hair dry. I'm combing it into place. Do it every morning. You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know. Mine would blow off.
You would. Oh God, you wouldn't find it.
You don't go looking for your hair once it's fallen out.
Well,
you just go another fallen soldier.
This is the new rugged look. Ollie's here.
Ollie, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Hey.
Ollie, you made one appearance, 2 appearances actually in Sloppy Joe's history.
Two.
One was with me and Ethan in the exact same setup, and one was with Dom. What was your experience like with Dom? That's a Patreon exclusive, by the way.
Dom's like a how do I describe him? He's like a car crash, because you can't really take your eyes off him, but you want to. You're like, oh my God, but he's he's interesting bloke. Just
as an advert for the Patreon, what one story, just sort of say the headlines of the story, really got you?
God, his friend who's a prostitute. That was a good one.
She's a regular on the show.
Regular.
In fact, if we ever do a live show, she has to be a guest.
No, not a chance. No, I don't think she knows about it.
Yeah,
Isn't Dom really scared that she'll find out about it? Most of Dom's stories are, I don't want these people to know, and they'll never find out.
Yeah, most of him saying, can you bleep this name? And then continue to say her name at least 7 times, making the bleep so hard to master.
I saw that you left in someone's name in the Patreon exclusive because you didn't bleep it. People were saying that.
Yeah, people were saying that. I mean, that was...
I wonder why, maybe because you've been doing a bit of editing, eh?
Yeah, I've edited 2 podcasts I've edited.
Yeah, did you? How was the other one? Was that all right?
That was all right. Did you see I left a couple?
You left what?
No one clocked. Right, I thought it'd be dead funny for about 5 seconds during one of the podcasts.
Yeah.
Do you know you've got your own cartoon? So cut to the wide. You've got me and Joe there. You've got your own cartoon, haven't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
So I thought it'd be funny because people would be like thinking it was me editing. They'd know it. I'd put your cartoon over Joe's face for 10 whole seconds whilst Joe was talking. No one mentioned it.
You did that?
Yeah, it's on the episode 2 episodes ago. No one mentioned it. So all that I was pissing myself.
Do you think anyone actually sits down and watches a full thing of one of these?
Do you think they just turn it on and wander about?
I think they might just wander about. Because I remember at home when I lived with Adam, he used to just whack it on when he was doing his cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's true.
And he'd listen a little bit. And I know we've had this conversation before, but I would like people to comment maybe. What's the weirdest situation you've been in when you listen to this? Because you've said that maybe people make love to...
bumming.
Do you think like... Can I say something? Do you know when you like...
Of course you can, please do.
Do you know when you like do something so much where it becomes like a trigger point?
Yeah. What? So, like Pavlov's dog?
Explain.
Do you know that? Do you remember what Pavlov's dog is, Ollie?
No, I know Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov's gun, not
Yeah.
Chekhov. Chekhov what? Chekhov's gun is completely different to Pavlov's dog. Pavlov's dog is about this guy who trained his dog to whenever he hears a bell noise to get a treat. And after you trained him for about a year, he rings the bell. He doesn't treat, but
I've heard it now,
he
sorry.
salivas a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah. I have heard
So
of
that's what you mean. There's a trigger in your life where...
Because I know it's a terrible TV show, but there's the Big Bang Theory. Have you seen that? Whenever Penny did something good, Sheldon would reward her with a treat and she'd keep doing it or whatever.
What are you going to say is, so do you watch a show and it turns you on or something?
No, what I'm saying is, say if somebody's been listening to us during love making.
Yeah, love making.
And
Why did you look around then? No one's doing it now, are they?
I don't know, I'm just, what if they are?
Sorry.
What if they are right now?
Your hand there.
No, nothing. I'm just
Sorry. Keep
continue,
it clean.
Ethan.
If
Continue.
if they're doing love making and it got to the point where they hear one of our voices where it like triggers it. So like, do you remember like episode 2?
I was going to say this.
The doorbell.
The doorbell. Do you remember the doorbell? You probably won't. You're not an old school listener, are you, Ollie? You started listening 3 weeks
I
ago.
started listening after the Easter.
We got an agony uncle in. Well, that's what was ours called? Agony
Ants.
Agony ants in. And we've not done one for a while. Get me in SloppyJoesPodcast@gmail.com. And the agony ant was that a guy, when he first had sex, when he came, the doorbell went at his girlfriend's house.
Yes.
And therefore, ever since, when he hears a doorbell, he gets erect. Do you remember that?
I do.
And he was asking, how does he... Like, sometimes he won't go to mates' houses if they've got a doorbell because he just worries about it.
And the
Ring doorbell.
sets him off.
He sets it off. He practically ejaculates. And that was the trigger point. So what you're saying is you're worried that people hear the boom, 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 and then just...
Or even worse. Or even worse. Well, if they just listen to one of our voices now...
Yeah.
So they might just hear us, it would just set them off, which would be a massive compliment.
It would be a massive compliment. Depends how big he is.
Oh yeah.
Well, I like your voice, Ethan, and sorry about the sore throat, by the way.
Oh, he's trying to act like he give me my sore throat.
Oh, what's up with your throat? Is it from boozing or from travelling?
Well, I think so. In America, there's like AC everywhere, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
Air conditioning. And
not Andy Carroll.
Not Andy Carroll. There's Andy Carroll's not everywhere in the States. But if you're in the box, maybe, that's a different story. But it's the cold air, I think, is drying me throat out a little bit.
Yeah.
And give me a bit of a chesty cough. I'm also trying a new inhaler at the minute. That
Brilliant. Can I have a go?
I don't have it on me. It looks like a shell on the beach, and it's a powdered one. So you suck it up instead of. Oh, it's very fascinating.
Is it cocaine?
It's interesting because you can feel the powder, but you can't see the powder. It's really interesting stuff, Drew.
Did you get this from a proper pharmacist, not like a man on the street?
Have I told you how? Do you know when the Microsoft crash happened? I couldn't get me drugs.
You couldn't get you, and you got the Microsoft crash happened. You couldn't get your inhaler. You got so worked up, you were sick.
Yeah, I was sick, and then I got the wrong inhaler again. One that I've not used before. But look, it still helps me.
How do you know if he does the trick or not? Do you just have to give it a couple of goes?
It's fantastic. A little number comes down to let you know you've done it properly. There's a little countdown.
You're just describing vaping, aren't you?
I'm not a vape.
Is it like melon flavoured?
Drew Smith away.
Right, here we go. This is what we're
You-
talking. Come in,
you-
everyone. Ollie, come in a bit. There's no way any of those 4 watching that went to America with you will be watching this. So is there anything you want to say?
Drew Smith will not watch
Easy
this.
fucking Ollie. What happened in America, really?
Well,
Joe Smith vaping, yeah.
He's on the vape.
Flavours? What, just like cherry and that?
I think it was mango.
Mango?
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
hell, mango.
I'm not a vape by myself.
No. Sometimes I might if I'm a bit pissed.
Yeah.
Someone's passing it about. It's like a dessert.
We were like a celebrity in America. All of us celebrities.
Yeah.
I was not so much as the others.
But you still producer Ethan.
And there was a fella who we met there in South Carolina who came up to me and Drew and he said, I just want to say I'm an original slopper.
Oh, that's nice.
Is that fantastic?
Yeah, that's nice.
And he said he's part of the 500 club.
Oh, brilliant.
And it's the best pound he has ever spent every month, which is really lovely. But I also, when I was outside the stadium, someone gave me a Paddock FC shirt, which is Stephen Howson's football team.
Yeah.
And obviously we're Stretford Paddock, so it's related. And got Joe Smith to sign the shirt, and then asked me to sign the shirt as well.
Nice.
So I'm now signing shirts, which I've never done before.
Were you staying in hotels, or I saw you like staying in like?
Oh my God! Right. So when we got to LA, right, it was we rocked up and let's see, you clamber the hills of, I think it's Beverly Hills.
You were in Beverly Hills?
We're in Hollywood. That's Beverly Hills.
I think so. Can you Google that, Ollie?
It was.
I can confirm it's in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, it was.
It's in Beverly Hills. That's my neck of the woods.
So we were clambering the hills, and then there is our pad, as you call it.
Nice. You have been to America.
Yeah,
I like it.
And we get in, and I don't know if I've got many pictures, but it's absolutely grand. It's like a marble floor, this massive glass table, a bougie kitchen, chandeliers, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Mac has gone full out and treated us.
Of course he has.
Of course, he loves it. I had the pleasure of sharing a room with Jay.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice. What was that like? Does he
Was there a
snort?
lot of pleasure in that room?
Oh, well, it was. We got on very well.
If you can't,
Jay's my boss.
yeah. You wouldn't. Yeah. If you can't see this podcast, Ollie cuts to himself and builds himself up to say certain things, and he cuts to himself a second earlier than I think he should do. Where he's like, "Pleasure, boss."
I'm still new to this.
Yeah, you are. So, would you cook in the mornings and stuff like that, Ethan? Like, what would be the routine if you?
Every meal was ate out, Drew. Every single one.
What? So you wouldn't like get a frying pan out?
No. I've come back for 2 days now, and I've kept this routine going and I've just eaten out. It's bad.
What do you mean? What have you eaten out recently?
Well, so I remember me and Stephen House went to In-N-Out Burger.
That's nice.
Oh, it was lovely. We don't often do things one-on-one.
No, that's what I was going to say.
Because
you made up now.
we never fell out.
No, you never fell out.
But it's just...
It was just, you know.
We don't spend an awful... Well, I'm usually down here in the dungeon and he's upstairs. And he can be quite... sometimes it might be... I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but it can be difficult sometimes having like a more emotional interaction with Steve or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I've come in to ask him how he is and he tells me to fuck off.
Exactly.
Yeah, but anger's an emotion, isn't it? So that counts.
Well, that is an emotion, but he can sometimes be, as part of his humour, he can be quite cold or whatever. Well, it's quite lovely. We're talking about many Steve things like guns and what guns he likes and what colour the guns and how to hold the guns and where he shot guns and how we'll be shooting more guns in the future. And I actually quite enjoyed it because he's very passionate. So he took us to In-N-Out Burger. We perched ourselves down.
Now, am I right in thinking that is only in LA?
No, I think you're wrong in thinking that.
Oh.
I think it's across the United States of America.
I think it's only in
California. Might be only California because I had it last year as well. So I imagine it's only in California. If it's only going to be somewhere. Anyway, In-N-Out Burger. I think the best fast food burger about. So much so, Steve got a triple and I just had a single, and Steve went back for seconds. He did. Which made me. And it's really funny because all the way there, he was talking to me about his new how he's been losing weight because he's cut down the Red Bull.
Yeah.
He drinks a lot.
If you don't know Stephen Howson, he loves a Red Bull,
and he drinks like.
3 a day?
I think we said 4 to me. 4 a day, and he did that. He's done that for like 15 years or whatever. And so obviously, but he was like saying to me. So when you think about it, like with a drink, you don't really think about the calories in it, do you? As much.
How much
it's
calories in a Red Bull? Then?
So is it like 300-400 or something?
No,
isn't it?
No,
I think so. Look it up.
But also tell us In-N-Out Burger.
So in In-N-Out Burger, you can get in all sorts of places: Arizona, Nevada, Texas, Oregon, Colorado. I'm not done. New Mexico, Tennessee.
Maybe is that it? Right, now Google how big are the cans?
Okay. No, the calories in the cans.
Yeah, but how big is the standard can he's drinking?
He has the standard, like, not the full blast, like the
Would
standard.
you say 330 mil?
I'd say 330.
330 mil, Red Bull, Cal.
Yeah.
Or Ridge.
originally. Doesn't have sugar-free. He hates sugar-free.
He hates sugar-free.
But he's replaced it with like this like new powder or whatever, and it's been really working
You
for
and
him.
his inhaler.
But he was telling me about how much like he's been losing weight. So we won't rock up here and he gets 2 triple patties down his gullet,
it's good,
which was
Good
quite
man.
fun.
Right, so you can get in a can, which is 492 grams,
Okay.
16 ounces. You get 223 calories.
That's quite.
Yeah.
So four
So
times
that's
a day.
800 calories dropped.
Yeah.
from his
So
diet.
that's like having.
Wow.
Because if you have like a Mars bar every day or whatever, it's like 4 Mars bars a day. You go, that's quite excessive, Joe.
That's true.
But when you have like as a drink, you don't think about it as much. Do you know what I mean?
It's just fucking mind blowing, isn't it?
Oh. The sugar, honestly, bloody hell. And that's where it set me off, and my love for Mr. Pimm's came in.
Yeah, you mentioned Mr. Pimm's. We'll still have to somehow find that and bring it to the night.
Oh, it was bloody incredible. I love Dr. Pepper now. I had about 5 of them in the first go.
Was it his hat? Last time you went to America, it was quite tough for you.
Oh,
Was it as so intense this time around as well?
No, it was a lot better.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest. It was last time was probably. I mean, the work is great, but in terms of for me personally
Yeah.
and how I deal with things, probably one of the worst things I've ever done in my life. But this time round, honestly, it was great. Honestly, actually, it's busy. You can be working in early hours of the morning.
Yeah.
But I mean. Hey, there's a lot of people who love to go around watching Man United and doing that. Like, I'm sure you would.
Yeah. Well, I was saying to Scotty from
Yeah.
the Scotty and Motty show
Yeah.
that we're going to go wherever it is next year. We're going to join you on the trip.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You enjoyed it last time when we went to New
I
York.
loved it. Well, to be fair, here's what happened last time.
Yeah.
I went away, didn't realise how wild and worked up everyone would be. So the Sloppy Joe's New York vlog, which you can still watch now,
It was just
is
you,
essentially
really.
me.
Yeah.
And whenever I got Ethan and Joe to themselves when they weren't working, they were too tired to really speak.
I was completely terrible on that. I think throughout that vlog, whenever you put the camera on me, I had to like try and perform. Just to try and seem okay. And then other times you caught me where I was just like...
Well, have you heard the rumours it might be India?
I have heard it, and I told Manisha this, and
Would
she
you
just thought I was lying to her, and she
Would you
still
go
doesn't
to
believe it.
Manisha's mum and dad's if you get the chance?
I mean, I don't go to Manisha's mum and dad's in London, so I don't know
Oh,
if
they
I'd do
don't-
it.
well
I don't know if I'd do it in India.
Oh, right. All right.
But maybe if it gets to that stage where that we can do that, maybe.
So, Ethan's eating habits are a particular favourite of the show. And you mentioned you ate out every single day on tour, 10 days.
It's all burgers and that, isn't it? And
Guess what we've
chips
been
and
eating
that.
over here?
Me and Jay had the worst ever lasagna of my life. The worst. We had a day, right, when we were going to San Diego, and none of us had ate, and it was 6 p.m. and we hadn't ate all day. Because we had to do a
Won't be
video.
on my watch.
Well, we had to do a video early in the morning, then we had to travel, and then we just didn't have an opportunity to stop, so we're in the car for a few hours, and we rock up and we haven't ate. So me and him go wandering off to get some food, and we find this little Italian place.
Nice.
And
What's it called? It's got an American Italian name.
so the
Giovanni.
so this place we were in was called La Mesa in San Diego, so it was called La Mesa Pizzeria. All right, creative, eh?
Yeah.
So we rock up and we're just craving for food. 4.9 stars it's got.
That's decent.
It's decent, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that.
So you go in, they've got like, it's one of those places where the pizzas are in the fridge, you can see them, like they give you by the slice or whatever kind of thing.
Okay.
And I was just thinking, me and Jay were going, we've had so much rubbish so far, let's get ourselves a cheeky lasagna.
Yeah. Probably the same calories though, sure.
Probably the same calories, but it feels a little bit better. So you had the option to add extra veggies and stuff, so I said, yeah. So it came after about 15-20 minutes as well. It's maybe a fast food place, so it took its time. In this like almost like a microwavable like thing, a container, and it was all mushy and crap. And yeah, there was no meat in it at all. It was actually just a pure veggie lasagna, and the only meat in it was like, do you know, like aubergine, like cut up slices, but massive thick bits of it. That was the only vegetable in it. So when it said with veggies, yeah. Do you know? I was thinking if Gordon Ramsay went there on Kitchen Nightmares,
He'd kick the shell.
he'd do that thing where he picks it up. He's like, "What's that?"
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
By the way, new Gordon Ramsay out. By the way, Kitchen
Nightmares?
Yeah, after 15 years, two episodes out.
You're joking.
Love it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Great news, isn't it? 4
What is it in America?
Yeah, in America.
It's much better in America
much
because they're
better.
bonkers over there,
Mad.
aren't they?
They're absolutely mad.
Well, he is a bit more like it's it's a little bit off and he kind of has to exaggerate it. But over there, it's properly terrible. And like the bits when he goes in the fridges and stuff and he finds all the rotten stuff and they're just in complete denial. Fantastic telly. It's the best telly, isn't it?
The best
telly.
I think it's fucking brilliant. So watch that. So you had the shittest lasagna you've ever had.
Oh yeah, I'm really picking out the key stories from America here, aren't I?
Yeah, we only got into it a little bit last time because you were tired. You were running on 2 hours sleep.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad Dom was here. I had the most bonkers stories.
If you've not seen that episode, it's fucking brilliant.
Dom's kind of put me in the mud.
That's it.
Do you not think?
Why?
Well, ever since Dom's came on.
You keep looking at yourself in the big telly.
You're
not used to it.
I thought I might be out of focus because I'm trying to put myself.
No, you're all right.
I think Dom has made it about him now, right? And I've just had to take a back step. Do you know what I mean? Because it used to be all the comments, "We bloody love Ethan," but nothing about you. Nothing about you. You'd just be there.
Yeah. And now it's about Dom. But then you've got the Tuesday episode to be about you. Dom's not in the Tuesday episode. That was a special one for Dom, that.
Was a special one.
Because of you and Joe being tired. So I thought I'd bring Dom's story forward. Tuesday episode's still yours to shine, Ethan.
Yeah, but...
You just need to do more wacky stuff.
What, like pilgrimages and that?
Why don't we send you off on your merry way? You're going to Newcastle tomorrow, though, aren't you? Or Friday?
Oh, yeah, tomorrow evening. Thursday evening for those... So yesterday.
Yeah, so any reason in particular?
I just thought when I got back from the United States of America, I needed to let my mum know I'm all right.
Oh, that was nice. Does your mum call you Daily or whatever? Or
Daily?
Daily.
Does my mum call me Daily?
Yeah.
She goes, Ethan.
No. Does she call you Daily?
Oh, does she ring me?
Been watching the diving?
Sorry.
Me.
I thought you like...
She doesn't call me...
Like
yeah,
Tom Daly?
No, not
right.
Tom Daly.
Yeah, no.
Does she call you Daily?
No, no. We'll communicate every couple of days, I'd say.
Ollie, what about your mum? Because you're moving back home soon, aren't you?
Yes, forever.
I am, mate, moving away from Manchester. Been here nearly 2 years. Feels like a real home now. I feel like a squirrel that found like one of its best trees and I've buried in it and I've got all my nuts and I've got to leave the tree now.
But why are you leaving the tree?
You know, I live with two friends that are going travelling and they said to me, hey, come with us. So I think I'm going to be heading over to Mexico in October.
Where's that?
Mexico.
Oh, sorry.
Mexico.
You're travelling in Mexico. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, I'm quite a cultured person. I'm very good at speaking to people. So if I see any Mexicans, I'm going to be like, hey, guys, how you doing? And it's...
Are you worried about, like, you know, the cartel and that?
Yeah.
You know what? No, simply because I've got a lot of experience with the UK cartel.
Yeah, you're hard, aren't you, as well?
Probably shouldn't say this, but yeah, I've just got loads of experience with them. They're very nice once you actually get to know them. They're very misunderstood as well, creatures, the cartel.
So when you head back home, what are you going to do for a couple of months?
Wow, that's a really good question, Joe. I think just a lot of work. Going to try and earn as much money as I can, so then when I get to Mexico, I can do all sorts of things. You know.
What do you do when you go down back? Have you got little odd jobs that
you're not going to reveal your secrets?
Have you got any odd jobs that you do?
So when I go to repeat the question, sorry.
What kind of, like, do you have an odd jobs down there, or do you when you go down back to your home, or do you...
a lot of filming, Joe. I love filming.
I like to film it,
yeah, filming. A lot of filming, which is super fun. I get to go back. You know, we've got a nice garden, so I get to play in the garden a lot as well. That's really fun.
Do you know if someone did offer you a camera roll on a big, sexy production, would you say yes?
What, like to download the camera roll?
No, as in like if he was offered money to film for a sexy production.
Oh yeah.
Because he's a videographer. Would you say yes?
So define sexy.
It's
porno.
I've been asked this quite a few times by all sorts of crazy people, and the answer's always the same.
If you can get involved. What is it? What's the answer?
No.
You want to do it? You want to film it?
No,
would you film it?
Do it.
What am I getting paid?
Say 600 quid a day.
How many hours?
It's a 2-day shoot.
How many hours work? 2 days shoot.
2-day shoot. 1 day.
2 days shoot.
1 day going for it. 2nd day bumming.
Bumming?
Yeah.
Have you seen? Before I answer that.
No. You answer that first, then tell me your next one.
For £600
a day.
I
You
think,
2 days.
and it's also a really good podcast story as well.
Yeah, it is.
I think I could probably do it. I'm not getting involved. I'm like, all I'm doing, no one have to talk to me. I'm just holding the camera.
Go hold the camera, concentrate. Do you worry you might get a little excited?
I think it's one of those things like, do you know when you're in the doctors and
What if the doorbell goes off?
do you know when you're in the doctors and like they tell you to pull down your trousers? Like, I've had this before many times, and you don't.
I know this
You
is trying to get a new inhaler.
You do, yeah.
What's this got to do with it?
Honestly, you don't get aroused, do you, at all?
No.
You're in the.
But
you're
you
in the
often
mood.
are you lying when you've got to pull your pants down? Are you often lying on the bed or are you stood up? You're not stood up.
No, you're lying on the bed.
Yeah, you're not stood up.
You're lying on the bed, yeah. But the point being, I feel like if it's in a professional capacity, you're
professional.
you know that you're doing your job.
In a
I think you
professional
can
or
get away
serious
with it.
capacity, yeah.
I think, you know what? I think I'd like to do it now, actually. I think I might look for that freelance, because it must pay quite well. Have you seen the video on Twitter, was what I was going to say, where there's a cameraman filming such an act, and the man gets to the end of the act, and something hits the cameraman. Have you seen that?
No. Hit so yeah.
It goes all over the cameraman.
no
The
way.
cameraman shrieks.
Really?
He's not happy about it at all. He's fuming.
You
in
would do,
fact.
wouldn't you? I mean, I wonder if it's part of the T's and C's.
Oh yeah. What
Yeah,
does
would
that
you
stand
have
for?
Public liability.
If it's part of the T's and C's that you might get, I'd wear goggles, me, just in case.
Would you?
I'd wear
Goggles.
goggles.
Would you?
Like proper like science.
So you'd be there with your little camera,
It's a big camera. actually.
grunting with your goggles
Above
on.
average.
It reminds me of Jay from the Inbetweeners when he's got his scuba dive outfit on and he's got his ham in his hand.
No, but
Would you be
I'd
like
say,
that?
hold on. Have you not seen the video on Twitter where someone gets it in the eye? I'm going to wear these goggles for.
Yeah, but Joe, what if they're trying to get into it and then they look over and they see you in goggles?
Yeah, but surely they're professional enough that I'm not going to put them off. Goggle boy.
No, but you in goggles would be
Terrifying. You just stood
You've
there
never seen me in
you.
goggles.
I've seen you in goggles.
If I've got swimming shorts on and my top off, probably they'd be put off.
Yeah.
But if I've just got goggles on,
You're in the room with your camera like this, going.
oh, no.
I don't know if I could keep going. I'd have to say we've got to stop this. We've got to get that.
What?
man.
I'm filming you.
We've got to take that man out here. If I was doing that and I saw you with your goggles grunting away, I couldn't do it. I don't think.
Hang on, you've added grunting. I've never said anything about grunting.
you'd probably be
You'd grunt.
No, I don't grunt.
You're a grunter.
I've got great nose breathing skills.
Do you?
Yeah, unbelievable.
In what sense? What, did you just breathe through your nose in and out
Yeah,
there?
but I can hold it. For
So
a
what
while.
made that great?
Just you wouldn't hear it, could you?
I could hear it.
Well,
I think everyone would have heard that.
I was just making it hearable.
All right.
Yeah, but
all
you
right,
couldn't
just-
hear it in the past.
Oh, well, that was a lovely little segment. that. And what have you been up to, Joe?
I've been, arsing about a bit. What have I done this weekend? Chilled one this weekend, actually.
Yeah.
We headed out and about for a few walks with the dog.
Yeah.
But I I went to see my mum.
Yeah.
My mum is all right. She had a little trip to the hospital, but she's doing fine. She's
Oh,
great.
I'm sorry to hear
Yeah.
that.
My dad packed an emergency little suitcase full of stuff for my mum in case she needed it.
What did that include?
Well, here's the thing. My dad's a very smart man in some ways, but a little bit thick in others. So at the end, when everything was well and everything was good, we could laugh about stuff. We decided to look through this bag that my dad had packed, which included nothing apart from leather pants, which is exactly what you need when you go to the hospital, isn't it? Leather pants, high heels, and sexy knickers. I don't know what that man was thinking. He didn't quite understand where it all came from.
All right. So.
But she's doing all right. She's doing all right now.
So was she staying there overnight? Was she?
She was gonna stay there overnight, but everything was all right. So it sounds. But that was just one of those things. I was like, Dad, what have you done there? open the. He just must have grabbed stuff.
What were you expecting to be in it? Because I was thinking like a survival kit.
Comfies, comfy pajamas, comfy tops, etc. Maybe even a slipper or two. Probably two.
Probably two.
Left
That
and
would
right.
make sense.
But no, not. It was like she's going to Tiger. It's like she get ready to go clubbing. Go told that. But apart from that, August is quiet for me, Ethan. You know.
Why?
Well, July's very busy, and so is September. July was busy, so September. August is quiet for me, so I'm going to keep it that way. I could go looking for stuff.
Does that mean you're going to do more boozing then? Because you've got not much else to do.
I've decided to give up the boozing for a couple of weeks.
No, you haven't.
No, I have.
Right.
Apart from Tuesday, I'm going to see Noah Khan. Do you know Noah Khan?
No, I can't.
Noah Khan, Stick Season. Have you heard that song?
No.
Do you know
It's
that
the
song?
season of the stick.
Yeah, fuck me. Fuck who's here then? That's the one. Did you hear him sing it?
I think I'm annoyed with myself, right? In terms of, I wish I had better general knowledge.
What?
I think my knowledge of music is probably the worst in the UK. Maybe in a percentile, I am 99th or number one,
Really,
whatever's
that
the
bad?
worst.
What are you like in general knowledge as a whole?
I wish I was better. Like I was doing this before. I was trying to find like a book on like answers and stuff, like a pub quiz book, just absolute random knowledge, so I could just try and cram it in my brain. But I don't think such a book really exists.
Here's one for you, right? So I've got my pub quiz here. Could I fire you 5 questions I asked? This is last week's one.
I won't get them, Joe.
Right, okay. Let's see how many you get. So this is what I do at the start. I ask people 5 questions of the week that's just been, and it can be sport, can be music, can be film, can be anything.
Remind me Darren Brown after we've done this, because I've got a good lead up
course.
after this. Go on.
Who retained the UFC interim heavyweight title in Manchester last weekend?
Tom Aspinall.
No, that's not the game. Red card. You can't fucking play it.
Next one.
Who will return to the Marvel Universe to play Doctor Doom?
Robert Downey Jr.
Stop doing it.
This is good. This from him.
This is good. This, yeah.
I could have guessed him.
Would you have guessed him?
He's the one who I saw.
Leave this alone, or
because they done that big reveal, didn't they, when he was on
See,
stage?
you do know a little bit of general
So I
knowledge.
saw that one. Yeah.
According to Ben & Jerry's, they released their top 5 best-selling flavours in the UK last week.
Right.
What was number 1?
Fish food.
You can get involved in this one.
Is it cookie dough?
Cookie dough is correct. He's 3 out of 3.
I tell you why I said fish food. Because in the street accommodation, it was the cheapest one in the vending machine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Mimi and Josh were the winners of what TV show last Monday night?
I don't know who Mimi and Josh are. Love Island?
Is it Love Island?
Correct, yes. Well in there.
Yeah.
Love From, a bar in Manchester, has shut sadly after being the first bar in the UK to be free from what?
Desire?
Come on, free from what?
What do you mean?
What's it free from? A bar called Love From. is
A bar?
Yeah, a bar.
Who said a band?
No, I didn't. Is a bar in Manchester that has shut sadly after being the first bar in the UK to be free from what?
It's been shut because it's free from something.
No, oh my
Tyranny?
God.
I don't know.
What?
Tyranny? What do you-
Love From is a bar in the UK
Yeah.
that is one of the first of its kind
To be free
to
from
be free
something.
from what? And it's sadly closed.
And I said, is it now free from, I don't know, free from lice? I don't know.
You know it?
Pricing?
Alcohol.
Oh, that makes sense.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, not desire or tyranny.
And here's one for you. Do you know this? You should know this. Don't shout out for this one. Charlie XCX is the biggest album of the summer.
Is it?
It's been nominated as one of the best in the Mercury Prize category. And it's also started a trend as well online that it is something summer. What is the name of her album? Do you know it? Yeah, everyone knows it. Everyone knows the name.
Charlie XCX. I don't even know who that is.
Okay.
And she or he's got an album.
She's got an album out. It's taking the world by storm, hasn't it?
Absolutely taking the world by storm.
Okay, is it called Taking the World by Storm? Is that the joke?
Nope.
Oh, I've literally never heard of this person. And it's number 1, is it?
Yeah. I mean, you
I'll
go for Ollie.
Is it Hot Brat Summer?
It is Brat.
Oh.
Brat.
Oh, that's unlucky. That was a good
Does
guess.
that still count?
Yeah, Hot Brat's what I'll give you that.
So,
It's Brat.
what I was going to say is what I took inspiration from is Darren Brown did this thing years ago that I remember, where he picked a random person who wanted to sign up to this thing, and he said, "What I'm going to, do you know, It might have been that thing where he did like trick or treat, where he's like, I'm going to sign you up to something where I'm going to fuck you up, or I'm going to give you something that's amazing.
Fuck you up.
Darren is going to like fuck with your head big time. Oh, he's going to do something for you. That's great. And I don't know what to pick out if it's a trick or treat, just Darren knows. It might have been that or a different thing. Anyway, what he did was he got them to a pub quiz, this person, and trained them up for this pub quiz because they were just average intelligence, and he wanted to make them the best pub quiz champion or whatever in the area. So gave him all these books and taught and hypnotised him in a way, or done something for him where he could read all these books and help digest the information better. So much so, he done this quiz and he was against all the other teams, like a massive quiz, and he came second after just being normal against all these big groups. Amazing. That's good. So I'm wondering if I can have that. Yeah, you'd hope he'd win.
Not first, is it?
Yeah, you'd hope he'd win, wouldn't you?
Just second.
Yeah. So I was hoping I would get like something where I can like have a little short summary book or whatever to help me.
Sadly not. No. I want to talk about whilst we've got, like, we could do an admin bit of the pod, the 9 out of 10 Club World Cup.
Oh yes.
So I mentioned it, and
you told Patreon.
Yeah. Good. No. I mentioned it as well online. And we on a podcast, and it went down a storm.
Oh yes.
So now what we need to think about is how we actually logistically do it, and I'm guessing we go for like a knockout style tournament, but it's all about how many teams are playing. Do we want to go 32?
Yeah, you do.
Which means there's 16 matches.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's a World Cup, and there's so many foods. So to qualify for the 32, I think is quite impressive anyway.
Yeah.
So I think that's a fair competition.
So then
group stages, knockout of 16.
Group stages?
Yeah.
Group stages so everyone plays each other? No, that's not happening.
Group stages.
Who are the favourites?
How long do you think group stages?
Group stages. The group stages could be decided by almost like a percentage of vote, and the top 2% highest qualify for the next round, and then it's just this or that, kind of like who gets the highest score. Whoever gets the highest score qualifies for the next round.
So you think 32 teams, which makes up, 8 groups?
Yep.
Of 4?
Yeah.
And then one episode, we go, here are the 4, get your votes in. We might do it on a Tuesday, see what the results are on the Friday.
Yep, and then the strongest 2 percentage-wise from the group qualify for the next round, and then after that, it's just knockout this or that.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
So I think what we need then is suggestions of what the best 9 out of 10 clubs are. Maybe me, you, and Joe get to submit our personal 3 or 4 favourites.
Okay.
And therefore, if that's the case, well then 4 each is 12. That means 20 spaces up for grabs by people who suggest what the best 9 out of 10 clubs are that we've ever done. It can't be new ones. So we've got to do it. We've got to do it.
How does the qualifying round work? How do we pick what qualifies from the...
Would just whoever's got like the most. So if you comment with one that you like, smash the like button of the comment that you think.
And this comment section.
Yeah, in the comment section.
So we should do a pinned comment.
We'll do a Patreon as well. We'll do this. We'll be across them all. If you think so, we'll look for the most popular ones, the ones with the most ticks next to it.
Wow.
This
is quite the tournament, isn't it?
Well, there's not many tournaments where water will go up against hoisting duck.
No, I don't think there's any. Well, actually, maybe.
What?
A duck v water? Well, I don't know. Right, anyway,
Ducks don't fight water.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
If you had to pick which one would win now, what do you think is going to win?
That's a tough choice, actually. Well, obviously, duck's more exciting, but water's like universally liked by everyone, pretty much.
What do you think, Ollie?
Duck wins.
I think the final's going to be something crazy, like the triple cheeseburger versus, the lamb chops.
It's a tough battle,
Tough battle. Do we have a film review to round up? Because you were on the flight, weren't you? So in America, it takes a while to fly there. I'm guessing you watched lots of films. No excuse today.
Well, you'll be delighted to hear, Joe. I haven't watched any film at all.
That's shit. It's full of shit. What did you watch on the plane there?
I listened on the plane there. I listened to Bob Mortimer's book, And Away, his autobiography, and.
What, for 7 hours?
And
no, you didn't.
I listened to Andrea Bocelli's album C from 2018, and The cinematic
You're
orchestra.
lying. You're
And
lying
the
now.
cinematic orchestra's
There is
album.
the cinematic orchestra.
Yeah.
What, to build a home?
Yeah,
Just imagine
yeah,
you
yeah.
listening to
Yeah,
that.
to build a
You're not in a
home.
film.
The one about birds as well.
This is mind blowing.
And
In a
it's just-
7-hour flight, you listen to an audiobook and Andrew Bocelli's album C.
Yeah, it's just vowels, really.
To be honest, Joe, when I was watching on Ed Sheeran's tour when he brought out Bocelli, it was one of the best moments of my life. So.
He is incredible, Joe.
Yeah, you would say that.
So I watched them, listened to them. Sorry, I didn't really watch anything. I watched an episode of The US Office. That tipped me over, and then I had a wee sleep. And on the way back, I don't know if you want me to talk about this now, or maybe save Joe for the next.
Should we save
podcast.
for the next one?
We played a game for 7 hours on the way back.
That's
I
incredible.
think it deserves more time, and the next one we'll give it. a bit
But,
more time.
luckily, Ollie said he's got a film review for us.
Oh, do you, Ollie?
Yeah, I watched. I saw it before a long time ago, but I rewatched it for the purpose of this episode, and it's Apocalypse Now.
You've watched Apocalypse Now for Sloppy Joe's. Great.
What's that?
Apocalypse Now, tell him.
It's an incredible film, Francis Ford Coppola, one of his masterpieces. It's in the Vietnam War, and it's a fantastic exploration into the decline of the human condition, the deterioration of soldiers within the midst of a chaotic and disgusting war. And it just follows this group of people and soldiers, and it's wow. I'm getting quite emotional talking about it.
Ooh,
Just watch it.
it sounds like a lot like the way the world's going now.
How many Ethans out of 5?
Flaming hot Ethans.
Out of 5,
Flaming hot's a weird word, isn't it? Because isn't it about like napalm and stuff?
Oh god.
smells like napalm in the morning. I like the smell.
Ooh.
I don't know. Is that the exact quote?
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
You can't say a quote from a film and get it completely wrong. You went, I like the smell. Is that the smell? You got the quote completely wrong. Father Luke, am I?
I'm napalm in here. So no, but it's a great film, and I'd give it 5 out of 5 Flaming Hot Ethans.
Brilliant.
Lovely. That's
Right, well,
fantastic. That.
that's the pod.
Bloody
Joe
hell.
hopefully back. Well, we don't know. He may have another couple of trips on his hands, but who knows?
Who knows? True. We had a nice time.
We had a
didn't
lovely time.
I feel like whenever I tell.
Here we go. This is going to be bad. Whatever Ethan says now is
No,
just
I
down.
was just gonna say whenever I tell stories of like big trips or whatever, I always pick out the bizarre ones because looking back, I did amazing things with amazing stadia, met famous people, got to go to the Comedy Store in LA, which was incredible. Met a guy called Ian Edwards, who was a big comedian over there. Watched his Paddock, who got us in, which was amazing. But all I ended up telling you about was a bad lasagna and how me and Steve had multiple burgers.
You went to the Comedy Store. How was that? Who was on? Was it good?
It was an amazing opportunity. So Ian Edwards, who's a comic over there, who's been like the Joe Rogan podcast and that,
Yeah.
he's quite big, watches Stephen Howson and Paddock.
No
So
way.
got us in through the back doors and
That's pretty cool.
yeah, free
Who
tickets,
was on?
free
Was someone
drinks.
that you knew?
Free
drinks?
Yeah, I'm not great with the names of them, and it does sound a little bit sexist, this, but I thought the male comedians were brilliant and the female comedians were terrible. But that was because the first one bombed a little bit and literally said on the stage, "Oh, sorry, I've messed up the joke. Oh, I've made a mistake. Oh, forgive me," whatever kind of thing, like panics. And then the other one just told a story about an opossum for the full 20-minute set,
What's
and
an
I was,
opossum?
it's the creatures like look like a raccoon in America, that go for your bins and stuff. It's like a big, they're equivalent to what we have as rats, big creatures. Anyway, she went on about that for 20 minutes. I was just thinking, fucking hell, move on. And then the blokes, one of them just took the mick out of everyone, which I enjoyed, and the other one pretended he was having a mental breakdown the whole time, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, because you could really relate.
Oh yes.
Anyway, that's been the Sloppy Joes podcast. Thank you very much for watching. Ollie, we'll probably will never see you again, mate. So, final word.
On a word.
Final word. Can it be anything?
Yeah. That was great. That.
Awful.
Right.
Bye, everyone.
Ta-ra. Where Ollie?